Hi, Misha Gill, Speedwell Law. In this video, I'm going to be talking about trust protectors. Now, trust protectors are a recent innovation in the law of estate planning. Probably about the last 20 or 30 years, they've started to emerge. And the trust protector role really comes from the asset protection area of estate planning. So the scenario you had was people squirreling their money away in asset protection jurisdictions and giving up control of millions of dollars to an independent third-party trustee. But if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that that trustee isn't going to embezzle or steal your money. And so there was a need for another check on that trustee to make sure that there's some oversight of the trustee if you're going to be giving up control of your assets and going to Bermuda or Panama or any of these estate planning jurisdictions. So the trust protector role came to the fore in the context of asset protection, but I think that it is a very valuable role for a bunch of other scenarios as well. And I really think it is one of the biggest areas of innovation going forward in estate planning. There's a lot of value that can be provided by a trust protector. And so what we're thinking of when we create the trust protector role is we want someone there who can fix things. The trust protector role is really envisioned as a safety valve in case there's ever a disagreement between the trustees and the beneficiaries of the trust. We create trusts for our beneficiaries. We want the trustee to carry out our wishes in a way that's appropriate and will support the beneficiaries. Why would we do all this, go to all this trouble in setting up a trust if it's not going to be beneficial and in the best interest of the beneficiaries? So it's really nice to have someone who's empowered to fix things in the event that things start to go sideways. We're really thinking about avoiding court as much as possible for our clients, and the trust protector role is one of the primary ways in which we achieve that objective. So, for instance, one of the powers of the trust protector is the ability to resolve deadlocks or differences of opinion or disagreements between trustees. So if you've appointed two people, two children to be co-trustees on your trust, then that's a one-to-one deadlock if they disagree. You need someone there to break that tie. That's one of the powers of the trust protector. Another primary responsibility of the trust protector, as we envision it, is planning for incapacity, right? And so estate planning isn't so much about taxes anymore as it is about planning for incapacity and planning for efficient distribution of your assets. One of the powers of the trust protector is the ability to appoint and remove trustees. So that's a very big power that you're going to be giving to someone. The ability to appoint and remove a trustee is a very drastic remedy. But let's not imagine that there's a really contentious situation. What we're really worried about is incapacity or unwillingness or inability to serve by a nominated successor trustee. And so if that ever were to happen, say that you had appointed your brother to be your trustee, but your brother at the time of authority when they're going to serve as trustee is incapacitated by dementia, then it's really nice to have someone there to say, that person is inappropriate to serve as trustee. I'm going to remove that person and appoint your son to be trustee. So a very important way that we make sure that we're planning for incapacity, because old age happens. Events happen. So one of the first decisions you have to make as an estate planning attorney is you have to decide how you're going to be involved in people's affairs when they pass away. You can tell I'm a young guy and I'm likely to outlive a lot of my clients. So there's a lot of attorneys that, in my role, that would want to appoint themselves as trustee of your trust. And now there's good reasons for why they might want to do that. The goal is obviously to achieve efficient and professional administration of the trust, but it makes me a little uncomfortable to envision your attorney as your trustee. I prefer to keep the money in the family The trustee is typically a compensated position, and really it's not very legalistic. It's really more of a logistical and administrative role. You're marshaling assets, you're managing assets, and you're distributing assets. And so I don't really see it as a legal role. However, the trust protector role is very legalistic in nature. You're getting the ability to appoint and remove trustees, change the situs of a trust, resolve disputes, deadlocks of opinion, be the final arbitrator of trust language and intent, et cetera, et cetera. So that is a much more legalistic role that where I can add value to clients without necessarily writing myself into your plan to achieve a fee. So there might be good reasons that the trust protector would be involved in your affairs, but we hope that there won't be reasons for the trust protector to be involved in your affairs. We hope that everything goes smoothly and efficiently and that the trust operates as intended and distributes the assets as you intend. And so the trust protector role is a safety valve, and it's a time and effort compensation schedule. And so we do commonly nominate ourselves as trust protector in our clients' estate plans. It's becoming very common practice in the law to do so. And I think that that's a very appropriate way for me to give my clients the security that they need to know that their estate isn't going to end up in court, which is one of the primary objectives of estate planning, is to avoid going to court to the maximum extent possible, while also not writing myself into your plan and guaranteeing myself a percentage of assets fee. I'd prefer very much not to do that because it seems a little unethical and because we would prefer to keep that money in the family. And if everything's going to go according to plan, then there's no need for anyone to be taking unnecessary fees. So that's the trust protector role. Thank you for watching.